Stephen in Colorado, who's a deist, I think he's claiming to have empirical evidence for a creator. Welcome, Stephen. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm fine. How about you?
Not too bad. Was I correct that you have evidence for a creator?
Yes, I do. I have evidence, but it's not physical evidence. It is empiricism. So I do have evidence based off of sense perception. So we're all creators. And because we are all creators, I know that there is a creator.
I'm sorry, but that doesn't logically follow, because you could also say we're all humans, and therefore the creator is a human.
That doesn't logically follow.
I know, that's what I just told you. It doesn't logically follow.
Yes.
You can't say that because you cannot argue that because all of us people here are creators of something, that therefore there is a creator of everything. That is simply a non sequitur.
Yes, but I reject that. Of course, we disagree.
Okay, well, I don't care if you reject it. It's a fallacy. And so if you're not going to come with an argument that isn't fallacious, I'm just going to move on to somebody else.
So how do you have an argument if you're just creating rebuttals? We can't actually have a discussion.
No, I'm happy to have a discussion, but not once you've started with an argument that is fallacious. If I point out the fallacy, it's now a waste of time to continue talking about that argument. You need to come back with something that's not fallacious.
But flat earthers call things fallacious all the time.
I'm okay. I don't know how that's relevant. I don't care what flat earthers say. I've identified the fallacy in your argument. Go fix it and come back some other time.
It's not a fallacy.
It is a fallacy. Congratulations.
Sure. Well, one of the shortest calls ever. Oh my God. I just disagree with you, Matt. So let's keep talking about it.
Yeah.
No.
I know that because there are creators, there must be a creator, a super creator. I'm sorry. That's absolutely ridiculous.
To me, I don't know how you feel about it, Matt. Tell me your thoughts on this. And every show I've done with you and other shows, there's always somebody wanting to prove a creator, wanting to prove that there's a divine, intelligent creator. And to me, I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know how we got here. The caller doesn't know how we got here. I'm interested in what's happening now. What's this creator doing now for mankind? You know, why does a creator throw us out there and leave us to ourselves? What's that got to do with anything that's happening in life today? So I get really personally just really bored with those conversations, because it just goes around in circles. There's an intelligent designer, and then they want to leap from that to their particular flavor of God. And that, to me, just, how do you feel about that?
Well, I'm kind of a philosophy nerd anyway. And so I find the philosophy of religion stuff intriguing for me, because yes, I've already said before, if in fact there is a God, and that God is, well, a moral monster or whatever else, I will believe that the God exists, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to worship or adhere to that God.
Right.
But at a minimum, if somebody proved that there was a God, I would no longer be an atheist. I just wouldn't be a follower of that God. I would be like, yep, there's a God, but I'm not a follower of that God because that God's a jackass. But also this whole notion of the, like worship and reverence, I don't think anything that is truly deserving of reverence could ever demand it. I think the instant you demand or expect reverence, that's the instant that you are no longer deserving of it. It's like, it's like being, I won't use the K name just because I have friends who use that name, but the obnoxious, let me talk to your manager people, that sort of entitlement is a big problem. And so when you're looking at it in the context of these discussions, to say, well, I'm entitled to this, or I'm entitled, it doesn't make any sense. But when you talk about, hey, here's this notion that there's a God that exists. If there's a God that exists, I want to know it. But I'm just not going to accept testimony and fallacious arguments.